Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I was getting everyone assembled up there. I believe it's fitting this Memorial Day weekend to introduce some real heroes that we have with us today. They are veterans of World War II. And yeah. Well, thank you. And if I may, I wanted to just tell a little bit of their story, and please continue standing, the veterans, because I want to tell a little bit about their story. It's a very unique story to tell. They were on a ship on November 26th of 1943. These are combat-trained World War II veterans in the Air Force and the Army. And they were on a ship, a British transport ship, called the HMT Rohna, R-O-H-N-A. And they were headed to the China, Burma, India theater. 2,000 of them trained for combat. They were attacked by a German airplane that was equipped with some new technology, which we refer today to as a cruise missile. It had never before been fired upon on a ship carrying U.S. troops. The net result was, of the 2,000 troops on board, over 1,000 were killed. It is the largest loss of United States troops in our history. Now, you may remember the USS Arizona. Now, that was actually docked. This is the largest catastrophe of our troops while at sea in U.S. history. It was so catastrophic that the War Department at the time actually classified this. When you think of it, it was the largest loss of U.S. troops at sea in our history, and it was also the result of new technology. The War Department actually classified it. And in 1976, with the Freedom of Information Act, their story began to unfold. And it was chance last night. I love World War II, and last night I was in the elevator at the Sheraton Hotel, and I happened to notice some of their caps. And they told me this is their annual reunion in Nashville. And I asked if I may come to their annual reunion and just sit and listen to their stories. And boy, I'll tell you something, 64 years, 67 years later, it's absolutely incredible. So again, I wanted to invite them to come today. And again, if we could, stay standing. And the families too. Let me say one more thing too, if I may. They were rescued. They were in the water for 5 or 6 hours. One of the gentlemen that I talked to yesterday from Philadelphia told me that he was in the water for 5 or 6 hours, did all he could to help others around him, but he could only do so much. And they perished before they could get the help. But there was a ship there called the USS Pioneer. It was a minesweeper, and it rescued over 600 of these survivors. So again, if you will, family, please also rise, and may we again rise and thank them so much for what they did. Thank you. Yeah, they're also in the back, too. We've got a few veterans in the back, too, that are standing.